I believe in marijuana, and most people like it, and I believe in it. And I wrote the initiative. I wrote because people would be going to jail. Sick people are going to jail. And I said, this is wrong.
My definition of perfection is a destination that you travel down. You travel down this road, and at first the destination is really clear, but the road is incredibly far. And the further down you travel down this road, the shorter it gets, but the fuzzier the destination gets itself, perfection. You're striving to perfect an art that every time you grow a new plant or a new strain, you somewhat end up starting over.
The cannabis industry is something that has never been done before. This has been illegal for 70 to 80 years, and it has been demonized for 70 to 80 years.
Prohibition, if you say that word, everyone knows what it means. Everyone associates it with Al Capone and bootleggers. Not everyone makes the same connection. The illegality of drugs, the strong financial incentive for criminals to get involved with it.
There's a lot of reasons why people are too scared. But if everyone did stand up at the same time, we would see the laws change very quickly.
Some people see cannabis as either a medicinal or a recreational.
Why can't it be both? Why can't you also enjoy your medicine? Why should the two be separate?
Cannabis is a medicine. The question should be how people are able to access it, and at the moment you have to go on the black market.
Instantly got involved with the activism stuff. When I found out the truth about cannabis, I was just outraged. What the hell? Like, my own illness would never have been as bad as it was if I had been able to access cannabis.
For us, it's either all or nothing, so it's however long it takes. Because MS doesn't just go away. I live it every day. I can't not be in it. Live it every single day.
Your health is the most important thing. The only thing that you can do is fight. And if that means that you have to go against your family, your friends, your job, your government, you do what you have to do to take care of yourself.
Hi everyone, that was the Grassroots trailer, and that was shot and directed and produced by Dale here, and that was such an emotive trailer. I didn't even want to add anything onto what we just watched. It was perfectly summed up the emotions behind the medicinal cannabis industry. And I wanted to ask you, like, Clark French is your cousin, so like where did this all begin, like the Grassroots whole movie production?
I guess it all came from not really knowing my cousin for a while there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he lived in Reading, I live over in Norwich. We hadn't seen each other in maybe 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
And basically we had no contact in that whole time. So one day out of the blue, Clark got in touch with me on Facebook. It's like, you know, cousins, how you doing? You know, we should maybe get together, you know, one day and, you know, just have a chinwag and stuff. Yeah. So I travelled over to Reading. Me and Clark went out for, you know, coffee one day, and we started talking about what each other does and that, and Clark basically told me that he had multiple sclerosis, and I had no idea.
Yeah. How was that, just hearing that news?
It was a surprise, a real surprise, to be honest, because no one, I mean, I've had family of mine in the past, you know, ill from, you know, a few kind of illnesses and stuff, but never really something I thought, oh God, you know, this is something that's actually really, really serious.
Yeah. And
in all honesty, it's something I'd known about and I'd heard about, but I'd never really paid much attention to or done any research on. And then when Clark told me, I started delving into it, and I was like, you know, Christ, you know, 100,000 people in the UK. And another reason what made me want to meet Clark as well was that he told me, you know, he medicated with cannabis, and no pharmaceuticals whatsoever. So we went for a coffee, pardon me, in Reading, and we started talking. And Clark told me about his activism work and what he'd be doing. I think at the time he'd been doing activism for maybe a year and a half, 2 years. Yeah. He started talking about that, and I started talking about what I do. You know, I'm a documentary filmmaker, and you know,
was it
love.
then? that you guys got
yeah,
the
well,
inception?
kind of laughing and joking. So yeah, we should do something together, you know. So we left it on. Okay, I'll come back.
Playful, joking way, but actually develop.
Yeah, I'll come back and I'll make a short film on you and
Mm-hmm.
living with MS.
Yeah.
And you know, medicating with cannabis.
And that's just snowballed into something.
That was 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've been filming the documentary sporadically ever since.
Yeah, I mean, just to see like the progression over the film, like the birth of the UPA and stuff like that. What were like the aims going into it in Grassroots?
Well, for me, I wanted to understand why people with illnesses use cannabis. Because, like I said, I mean, when
just cannabis as itself, like, was it trying to?
Yeah, why people use it for the medical reasons? Because coming into this, you know, it's something that I'd heard about in the past. I'd heard people say, oh, you know, it's meant to be good for cancer, it's meant to be good, it's meant to be good for this, meant to be good for that. But it's always something that you, like, unless you're, you know, you're educated on something, you do a bit of research yourself, you never really have a full understanding of until you actually meet someone face to face.
So it was an education for you as a filmmaker as well.
Pretty much, yeah. So
learning with the movie and progressing.
Yeah, so I wanted to, as you said, I'm Clark's cousin. I wanted to two things. I wanted to get to know my cousin better, and I wanted to get to know his reasoning behind using cannabis and how it helped him.
That emotion, that's really deep. That comes from like a deep place, and that is definitely comes through on the trailer. Like, I think I liked and shared that video before I had even like met you guys. It was just like, oh, like hit the heartstrings, and then share on Tumblr and stuff, and then now to be interviewing you and seeing that this whole thing is very genuine, it's kind of a movie from the heart, and yeah, really enjoyable movie. Like, did that theme of it being uplifting with the music and that speech about what perfection is, did that come along with the movie, or was that one of
that happened? Like, I interviewed a chap called Nova, who runs a company in San Francisco, in California, called Treetown Seeds.
Yeah.
And I interviewed him on the veranda at Dennis Perone's house, like facing out the street where Mark Zuckerberg and all his Facebook employee lives and that. And the light was going, there was a beautiful sunset, and, you know, we're just having a good old chinwag. And then he goes off on this tangent and he starts waxing lyrical, and I'm like, okay, that's really
Did you
inspiring.
film that there, or was it like?
Yeah, I mean, that night I started editing the trailer.
Yeah.
I started editing it. I want to take that speech, and I thought that's the basis. And I think I've done about 45, 50 seconds
really
just in that
sum
night.
up like the movement pretty well. That speech at the start, that is very poetic in a sense. And yeah, so when can we expect to see Grassroots?
Well,
because the trailer said come in 2014.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah. Said that.
I wasn't lying intentionally.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
It was. That was when I did that. That was for real. I mean, the trailer was a year ago. I wanted to release it in 2014. But the story just kept going.
You go, yeah.
Absolutely, it's every single time. You know, I pull a rock, and then underneath there's a boulder. So every single time you know, there's more and more layers.
The release, but like it's just gonna make the movie even better, to be honest.
So where are we now? We're in the end of January 2015. I'm hopefully going to be finished with filming by April, because April 1st.
Before 420.
That's right. Okay. Well, I reckon 420 will probably be the final filming day, and I said the exact same thing this time last year.
Oh, the final filming day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then on April the 1st, we are going to be launching a Kickstarter campaign to fund the post production of the film. Because as I said, we've been working on it for 2.5 years now, and we've been all over the world: California, Holland, Barcelona, and all up and down this country. It's quite an expensive ordeal.
No, totally. Yeah. They don't tell you in uni though.
Yeah. And it's.
Sorry.
I want to make the film that. I mean, for me, I'm a documentary filmmaker, and for me, this is. I see this as being something cinematic. I see it as a feature length thing. So I want to see the best product possible, the best film possible, the best documentary possible on the big screen. So
you said the Kickstarter April 1st.
We're going to be launching that April 1st.
Okay, excellent.
Can't wait. So I don't have a date for the actual release of the film, but it will be 2015.
Okay, and we will totally hold you to that. Like stoners, like we won't forget. You know, the stigma of it being short-term memory is complete, ass, we'll remember and we'll jump on top of you if it's not. So, yeah, guys, check out Grassroots. I'm just playing Dale. Yeah, okay. Excellent trailer. Check it out. It's coming 2015. Yeah, it's coming 2015. And yeah, check it out then. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Check out the Kickstarter. It's for a great cause. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's just pouring their heart and soul and their own wallets into this, and we need support. So yeah.
I should probably say we're on Facebook as well, Grassroots Cannabis Revolution, and we're on Twitter as well, grassroots.q, and we have a website, grassroots.q.com.
Nice. All that will be in the description below. Make sure you like this video. I know if you won't. Anyway, guys, it's been Mustastic here with Dale. Peace.